Farseer 1v1 Judgement of Carrion blue side. We've got Manisz, plays a Chaos Lord, durable and destructive commander, walks through cover and cannot be suppressed. Very good offense and destruction fights in melee combat. And up against, on the red side, is Lucidic, plays an Eldar Farseer support commander that fights in melee combat. Lots of great buffs with some crowd control and debuffs too. This is game 1 of a round 2 match from the monthly Rumble tournament for September, played on September 28th. We'll try to bring you this entire match. Farseer going to go tie up those Chaos Space Marines. Bit of an odd map. You do have the opportunity to really control the mid if you get 1 or 2 setup teams, and they can easily retreat back to their base, which is very close. So Havoc's doing very well on this map with their instant suppression. Double shurikens would be also good. They can support each other with their very nice mobility. Double heretics for Manisz though, and Lucidic with double Dire Avengers either side of Howling Banshees, who are capping, and they might run into these heretics. Default heretics generally don't want to fight Howling Banshees on their own. 473 500. Are we going to see the combi flamer for the Chaos Lord? Dire Avengers backing away. If you don't know the rules of the monthly Rumble tournament, each player was allowed to choose 3 commanders that they can pick for any of the games that they're involved in. Not sure what these guys picked, but obviously Lucidic picked a Farseer, which is awesome to see her played in a 1v1, and Manisz, who I think mains a Chaos Lord, always very strong in all game modes. 456 500. Howling Banshees forcing off those heretics very nicely, taking out a bunch of models and not losing any. Now they're getting their aspect as well, so once they get this, they could turn around and smash those other heretics since they have 30% more health. But it looks like the Dire Avengers are making them back away. Farseer quite low, going into these Chaos Space Marines, puts guide on herself, gets a special, but then runs away. 438 500. No sign of a combi flamer. He's gone for a quick Raptor squad. Risky in a 1v1, I think, since they could get caught by the Banshees and hurt very, very badly. You don't get the knockdown disruption that Assault Marines have, allowing you to get some free hits, but the suppression can allow you to get some free hits in, depending on how the Banshees are situated when they are suppressed. Here they come, using their fleets, which will reduce their damage, but allows them to much more quickly tie up squads. There is the War Shout also suppressing all of that stuff. Those heretics getting melted by those Dire Avengers. These guys do have their aspect. They can throw a grenade on those heretics. There's the attempt. Manisz spotted it, but couldn't really move off. Only lost 2 models, though that wasn't too bad. Banshee's doing incredibly well for Lucidic. Didn't even lose a model there and retreat out. That is awesome play. 404 500. Has Lucidic lost a model at all yet? I don't think he has. Gonna say we might see the Ghost Helm if these double heretics stay in their melee state. Would even be useful for suppressing the Raptors, and he can pair that up with the Doombringer's Doom to really do some damage. Manisz looking good with his map so far. Lucidic going for some Rangers, which is surprising to me. I'm not sure if he's seen his Raptors yet. Maybe he wants Rangers to try and bait the jump, and then he can counter initiate with guided Howling Banshees. 395 494. Chaos Space Marines going to the east side. Did I just hear the Chaos Lord getting the combi flamer? I did. Awesome range weapon. There's a Doom Blast for no reason. What was that? He might have wanted to use Born Worship there and hit the wrong thing. 395 484. There is Immolate from the combi flamer, setting fire to a area of terrain, doing damage over time. Banshees did lose a model that time, and that's a good engagement for Manisz. Kept Lucidic back in his base, who now has those Rangers. Sniper infantry, good burst damage from long range. These guys can also disrupt with kinetic pulse. An incredibly good squad, I think. Try and keep them at maximum range. There are the hollow fields deployed. Manisz will most likely, yes, here it is, the aspiring champion for the heretics, will allow him to detect infiltrated units or objects. Chaos Lord with Kill the Weak, nicely done. Now going after the Banshees, who retreat, and a full retreat again for Lucidic. Manisz is handling these engagements very well so far. 395, 455. Who's going to tier 2 first? Most likely Manisz. He has 3 of the power points. Has his natural, which is fully genned up. His other natural is plain capped, and he's also capped one of Lucidic's. And look at this pressure here. Can Lucidic get him away? Has a webway gate at his base. Is he going to try and outmaneuver Manisz, or is he going to try and go head to head? He does have double aspect Avengers, so could get a nasty grenade spike off, which could completely change the game, especially if he kills a bunch of Raptors with it. Raptors are reasonably low on health, down to almost half, and they are now in retreat, so Lucidic can get some map control. There's a retreat grenade, didn't quite hit it right, but did a decent amount of damage. Didn't get a model though, which is what you want with retreat grenades. Rangers are going to cap mid. Manisz could go tier 2 right now. Now he's floating and does go. Farseer has her Spirit Stones up, an awesome area of effect heal. Also gives her big advantages in team games because she gets more XP and a heal and energy back when she revives. Doesn't come into play in a 1v1 of course. 395, 349, single cap for Manisz. He's completely taken back the VP deficit that he had. Banshees on capping duty. With aspect of strength, their Exarch will get an Executioner Spear, and I'm assuming Manisz took note of that, so I doubt we'll see a Blood Crusher, because you could see Singing Spear and Banshees, which would be nasty, but Manisz does have a lot of stuff to support it, including double Heretics. So you never know. 382, 345. Just Space Marines shooting up Dire Avengers who decap and run away. No Eternal War for these guys. Kicking off mid. Momentary Khorne worship. Raptors forced off by Howling Banshees, but now double Heretics in, double Doom Blasts, and even with a Spirit Stone's heal earlier, they took tons and tons of damage. Are we going to see the Gravity Blade from the Farseer? There's some more Khorne worship. Rangers are a model down and run away. Whoa, almost takes the squad out. 370, 345. Very, very good. Tier 1 for Manisz is going to take down the Farseer here. Is he? Grenade? No. And she does survive. There's a kill of the week right in base. And an Immolate right in base. But he is forced off by those Banshees, who do a lot of damage to commanders, especially level 1 commanders. The Chaos Lord can deal with it better than most because of kill the weak, but he's still being chased here. Fleet is up and he's saved by the Raptor jump, which suppresses enemies nearby. The full Heretics are there. Here comes the Eldar Farseer. She's level 1, and there's the Spirit Stone's heal. Completely reversing that potential lost engagement there. 370, 333, and there's the 2-1. What are we going to see in tier 2 from Manisz? He's floating here. A Dreadnought. It's either a Dreadnought or tier 3. Or he's going to get 2 of something. Not sure what he's up to. It is a Dreadnought. Thought he was going to go for Armory Inferno and some Bloodletters or something. Webway Gate going up here from Lucidic could prove very, very telling. And Warp Spider's on the way for him. That Dreadnought's going to be a pain in the arse. The amount of stuff Manisz has to support it. Remember, Khorne worship affects all of your units in terms of the speed buff, even your vehicles. 362, 327. Is he going to leave it to full? I would at the moment. We might see a Mark of Khorne Dreadnought though. That is a lot of damage on that Chaos Lord, but he does get away. There is the Webway Gates. It's a 2-1 for Lucidic. 353, 327. Here are the Warp Spiders teleporting in out of nowhere. Lots of DPS from these guys, and obviously awesome mobility with their teleport. Can also bring some nice utility with their Haywire Grenade. And there's the Dreadnought, so we might see it. No sign of it being purchased yet. Lucidic doesn't. Oh, he does have the resources now. There we go. 50-20 for their aspect, gives them a Haywire Grenade and some upgrades for their Exarch, but he's not been purchased yet. Banshees have to run away here, and so do the Warp Spiders, so he's going to wait until the next engagement. Singing Spear, maybe, later on, when he gets some resources. 350, 327. Heretics, we still have a default Heretic squad. They've done well for him though. Ganged up on those Banshees. Dire Avenger's going to hit power both squads with Exarchs, gives them the awesome Embolden ability. Boosting their damage and, I believe, damage resistance. You can also leap into combat this guy, I believe, which is pretty nuts. 347, 327. The Dreadnought is bashing power, does have the default autocannon, leaving it exposed. Like that was a risk with the Warp Spiders and the Banshees around. Doom Blast misses the Banshees. I don't think they have the energy to throw their Haywire. And no Spirit Stones heal, he just retreats the Banshees out. They took a while to retreat there, and now the Farseer's in trouble. Wow, look at the damage from those Warp Spiders on those Heretics though. They do have their Exarch now. You see him there towards the left of the squad with dual Death Spinners. Rangers down to a single model, they need to reinforce, there we go. We have Webways on both of the VPs. Double Dire Avenger's getting out, shooting the crap out that Chaos Lord using Embolden, and he runs away. They can cap this and try and bash that generator. And they take him out with retreat grenades, beautifully done by Lucidic. That was a big deal, because the Chaos Lord is doing a lot for Manisz right now. 333, 327. Skirting around the issue of the Dreadnought so far is Lucidic. He does have that Haywire, does have his aspect of strength Banshees, but right now he's just going to avoid it and bash power. Rangers now have their two models back and are capping. Single. Manisz, is he going to purchase? That's really going to put him behind. 250 requisition at least to get his commander back on the field. That was a telling loss at a vital time. Chaos Space Marines now have their aspiring champion. No Eternal War. Can use those guys to tie up Dire Avengers perhaps, if they can get into melee. Look at this damage on these Heretics. Banshees supported by double Dire Avengers and Warp Spiders. And that is pain. Forced off. Decap this power as well. Done very well there, using the mobility of the gates. Double Dire Avengers trying to finish this bash under a autocannon fire, and they do so. Banshee's going all the way into base alongside Warp Spiders. He was trying to wipe the Heretics, but they live. 333, 320, and the Chaos Lord has been repurchased, which has left Manisz with no requisition at all. Has a lot of power though. What is Lucidic going to do? Fire Dragons to put some real pressure on that Dreadnought. Maybe a Singing Spear, or maybe he just feels that he has enough if he just gets the engagement right. Haywire and Banshees will be nasty because you can't attack when you've been haywired. 331, 320. Rangers infiltrated, seeing what's going on. It's a 1-to-1 cap. Now a 2-to-1 for Lucidic. He really is using those gates well. Something's decapping the west though. It's the Raptors who now have an aspiring champion. Gives them that Lightning Claw, 40 power melee DPS, and some Heretics have died somewhere. And I missed it like a fool. And that was the aspiring champion squad as well. Here's an autarch drop. Wasn't expecting that, but that could be good. Very good for Lucidic, because that's going to give those Banshees that damage resistance buff passively if she keeps them nearby. Autarch doesn't want to fight the Dreadnought with Chaos Space Marines there in a load of fire. That was the Armored Inferno fire, was it? Or was that from the Immolate? Not sure. 327, 307. As you can see here, there's a slight buff with a slight bug, I should say, with the Chaos Lord. When he has the Combi Flamer and his Armored Inferno, he only has the flame icon, not the flame and grenade icon. The same thing happens with the Plague Champion when you have Blight Grenades and Bile Spear. He will only have the flame icon from the Bile Spear, so you do need to check enemy commander's war gear directly sometimes. Mass infiltration from the webway gate, 327288. Manisz has a truckload of red, could drop a nuke if he was in tier 3. And here we see him push against the dreadnought, but that was put to a very short end by the Armory Inferno, forcing off those Banshees. An awesome kinetic pulse there, keeping the heretics at bay. Chaos Space Marines retreating. Farseer is going to go down here. Yes. 327275. And again, that's going to put him back. Using your commander, always much more of a big deal in 1v1s. Both Spiders using their teleport to force off the Raptors, and they do so. 320-275. What's going on here? He's spotted the webway thanks to the aspiring champion, but now he's going to lose those heretics. Ouch. And look at the unit advantage that Lucidic has now. Just took his attention away from those heretics for a few seconds and down they go. He really is making these webway gates work for him, and he's putting another one up here to replace the one he lost. Warthog smacking on a node. Will take her a while to take it down, and she runs away. Our Avengers are level 3 and level 2. The Banshees are level 3. More heretics on the way from Manisz. Warp Spiders level 2. What is Banshees up to? Backing away from the Dreadnought, I think. Chaos Space Marines have spotted this webway gate, but it's always a huge risk trying to take a webway gate down with a single squad, because you can get ambushed like that. And they're forced to retreat there. Here comes Chaos Lord level 3, Combi Flamer, Armory Inferno. You might see him let the Galaxy burn on the Banshees. No, he's putting it on the Dire Avengers. Nicely hit. I thought they were just going to duck back into the webway gate there. 262-275. Killed a weak, knocking back those Banshees, but they can just be healed from the Spirit Stones. They've lost the model though. Here comes the Dreadnought, which is getting repairs. Warp Spiders. Whoa, exploding heretics there. 252. 275, there's the haywire. Here come the Banshees. There's a heal from the leaping Warthog. Can he deal with this thing now? It's going for it. Dreadnought down to 400 hit points. It's in a huge amount of trouble. Manisz needs to support. He's trying to. Haywire has worn off. And there's some Khorne worship which might save this Dreadnought. Yes, looks like it has been saved, but that's going to keep it off the field for a while. Heretics will need to repair, so essentially Manisz only has Chaos Space Marines and Raptors for a while, and he's gone tier 3. That is a very, very brave move. Has tons of red. Maybe he's trying to get his Abyss to turn this game. Does take a while to tech up though. Lucidic must have tons of upkeep. Oh, not too bad.
If that victory point is lost.
Warthog with no upgrades yet. She can get a shield and a couple of awesome weapons. Executioner Spear and a fantastic fusion gun in tier 3. 241-275. Farseer is back on the feet. Repurchased. Level 2 Raptors are going to feel a lot of pain here. They jump away and retreat. 241-275, 1-to-1 cap. Warp Spiders chasing, trying to get a model, but they can't. And Warp Spiders level up, they become so dangerous because they get more energy for their teleport. Banshees not that far off, level 4. Is he going to go for this Dreadnought again? They don't have the energy to throw their haywire. There's a Spirit Stones heal. A Doom Blast to try and suppress this stuff. And some blood sacrifice bloodletters on the field for Manisz. There is the haywire. Has it come too late to take it down? No, it hasn't. It's going to go down. Well played from Lucidic. Warp Spiders level to 3. Banshees, did they level? Not quite. Farseer went down, taken down by those bloodletters. 228-275. 2-to-1 cap for Lucidic. In the ascendancy here, but Manisz is tier 3. Could drop a nuke. And it's not too far away from getting a Predator or something. There's the jump on the Warp Spiders. Does suppress them, but they jumped out just in time, or teleported out rather. 220-275. Double Dire Avengers there with their Embolden. Don't think these Raptors have quite paid off for Manisz. Banshees, a constant threat to them, who are back at base right now. How many gates does he have up? Doesn't have any gates right now. Manisz, what's he gonna do? Is he saving for a great and clean one or something? He's not getting a Predator out. Kill the weak on the Banshees, but this Chaos Lord is very, very isolated. There's let the Galaxy burn and he needs to run away immediately. Can he get a model with it though? Warp Spider's standing in the damage over time and they do lose 2 models. Wow. That's a very, very good ability. He's gone for Terminators, that's what he was saving for. Chaos Terminators hitting the field, Twin-Linked Bolters, Power Fists, and some really nice options. These guys demoralize enemy troops when they kill surrounding enemy units. Will do less damage and take more damage, and that will stack. I'm not sure how many times it stacks. I think it stacks 5 times, so you can build it up to a very, very nice debuff, especially with their weapon upgrades, which are both area of effect weapons, Lightning Claws and the autocannon. You might go for Lightning Claws to just completely obliterate these Banshees. We will see. It is a risk though, with double Dire Avengers, Warp Spiders there. He's going to be taking a lot of DPS. 190, 275. Are we going to see? No, we're not going to see Dark Reapers. He's going tier 3 Lucidic. Heretics caught in retreat path. There's the jump to suppress this stuff. Ouch. Rangers taken out. So very nicely targeted attack there from Manisz. The Spirit Stone heal could not save them. 178, 275. Chaos Terminators firing away with their Twin-Link Bolters. You do not need to upgrade your Terminators. They do awesomely well with their default weapons. Upgrades give them more options, of course. But as far as just killing stuff, their default weapons do very well. Can support them with Khorne Worship speed boost. These guys have 3750 hit points, which is quite low for a Terminator variant. And that's a dead Farseer, yes. Tried to save her with that infiltration. Couldn't quite manage it. Warp Spiders get inside the Webway Gate. Chaos Space Marines retreat. Level 3 without Eternal War. We have a 2-to-1 for Lucidic. Autark is going to bash on the node, is she? Here are some heretics to go after her. That Webway Gate goes down. Chaos Lord puts the Immolate at his feet and forces off an entire Eldar army with it. They were also demoralized from the Chaos Terminators. You see that big red effect there. And that's a D cannon on the way for Lucidic. Not what I was expecting at all. I thought he was going to go for a Fire Prism. D cannon. He could, I suppose, put it outside his base and it will cover the entire center of the area. But he does have Raptors who can jump on it and Chaos Terminators who can teleport onto it and force melee. But not a bad choice. We'll see. Raptors are coming up to level 4. So they've done a job for him for sure. He's now trying to take down this stolen power. Really nice map control now for Lucidic. D cannon is on the field. Very long range artillery piece with an awesome ability and a fantastic basic attack as well. 133266. Banshees more shouting the Raptors who jump away. They really do get very good at level 3 because they have so much energy now they can double jump. 133259. Raptors forcing them off. Chaos Terminators teleporting out, not wanting to lose a model there. Every Terminator loss is so painful. Farseer now has the Doombringer, a late game Doombringer, to try and put pressure on his Terminators. I am kind of surprised he hasn't gone for Dark Reapers. I thought he was going tier 3 for a Fire Prism, but he has a D cannon instead, which has been forced off. 133245. Manisz can drop a nuke. Lucidic has spent a lot of his red on gates, but still has almost 400. Also dropped that Autark, of course. Is she gonna get? Oh, she has her Executioner. Fusion gun would actually do pretty well versus Terminators, I think. Chaos Terminator seems to be using Get the Galaxy Burn and retreating a lot. Now he uses Kill the Weak and retreats. Still no upgrades for the Chaos Terminators. Banshees are level 4. Warthog in trouble here. What's she up to? Doom Blast, but she does get away. Banshees are coming into this engagement. Farseer's there, but she doesn't have the energy to use her Spirit Stone's heal. Did she use Doom on something there? She might have. Oh, it's on the Terminator. You can see the red debuff circles. Now it's one off though. But they're being chased by level 4 Banshees, which is very, very painful for Terminators. There's the Immolate to force them off. Didn't take a model. That's pretty unlucky. Terminator's got quite low there. Dire Avenger's trying to decap. Chaos Space Marines all of a sudden fully upgraded. No, they aren't. They don't have Eternal War. They do have Marco Zinch though. And an Aspiring Champion. Farseer's capping mid. That D-Cannon doing very well there, forcing off those Chaos Terminators. We were lucky only to lose one model. Warthog fighting some Raptors. How can she do here? She does Inspire on kill. Not exactly sure what her inspiration does. She's level 2. Forces off the Raptors as you'd expect with Warp Spider support there. Manisz, is he going to drop this nuke? Is it even worth dropping a nuke against Eldar? Warp Spiders can teleport out. He can fleet the rest of his army basically. Farseer's almost gone down. That Deacon are doing big chunks of damage. Heretics with an Aspiring Champion capping the east side. Those Terminators. Was it the right choice from Manisz? They seem to have done reasonably well for him. There's Kill the Weak. Can he take out this Warthog? Bang. Finish her off with ranged attacks? No. Warthog lives. And it's a 2-1 for Manisz. 67-242. Seer Council on the field now for Lucidic, and that is going to be death for those Chaos Terminators, I feel. Farseer can put Doom on the Terminators, put Guide on the Seer Council, and really put some pain on those Terminators, especially with Banshees as well. Warthog around also will passively buff things, and of course the Seer Council have a passive buff also. 67-232. So really nice buff synergy from Lucidic. It's nice to see a strong melee army running around in a 1v1. Here comes the Chaos Lord. There's Kill the Weak, which will heal him up to full. He must have hit about 12, even more models there. See, Council taking a lot of damage, but they haven't lost a model. They're not actually that fragile, I don't think. They have 500 hit points per model. It's not bad. 50-232. There's the 2-1. There's an Abyss. Whoa. Took out the gates. Took out the Warp Spiders. So that was a pretty good Abyss indeed. Lucidic has the 2-1 though. What is Chaos Terminators doing? They're very, very split up here. Demoralizing these Dire Avengers constantly, and that has evened it up a bit. He still has Banshees and Seer Council around, which are very dangerous to his Terminators, and Manisz losing his Heretics. Again, it's at the 3rd or 4th squad he's lost. I think I missed every single loss. Another Web Brigade going up here. You can spot them as they are being built, and that's going to go down immediately and give a lot of XP. It would have if everything wasn't already level 4. Chaos Lord's level 7 with grief. Level 5 Farseer. She has Armor of Fortune, so she can really buff the crap out of her stuff. Fortune, Guide, and she can put Doom on something, as well as that Spirit Stone's heal, of course. There's another Web Brigade. Did she put Guide on those Banshees? I think she did, and that was a bit too early. 19-229. Manisz has the 2-1. He's really hang on here for ages. There's the Spirit Stone's heal. Raptor's in trouble big time, and there is that leap from the Seer Council disrupting the entire planet. And now they go after the Chaos Space Marines. Terminators coming in. The Raptors jumping back to support, and Seer Council forced off. And he didn't even lose a CSM model. Banshee's also forced off. 19-212. Did he use Doom on something? I didn't see it. now have a Lightning Claw Chaos Lord. And there's a lot of pain for the Farseer. She doesn't want to fight him. Really doesn't. She's going to go down. Taken out by her own grenades in the end. No, it was a sync kill. It was the Chaos Lord that did it. 19-198. And Manisz with a 2-1. And can he pull this off, really? Is he going to be able to deal with this mobility that Lucidic has, though? There's another gate over there. Raptors smacking the Banshees. Here comes Seer Council to disrupt them away. There's the 1-1. Can Lucidic finish his cap? He's sending Terminators over to try and stop it. He needs to send something over here, though. There's 2 webway gates here. Pain. Raptors did get away with 2 models. Looks like he is going to finish that cap. Another Autarch dropped in. Did he lose the first one on that nuke? He might have. There's the leap heal. Banshees need to finish the cap though. 19-186. Going to be a 2-1 for Lucidic. They might be all over. But CSM are going west. Or are they? No. 12-186. That D cannon also taken out somewhere. Was it on that nuke as well? Not sure, but I did not think that was a good choice. There's blood sacrifice bloodletters. Or is it? I thought that was. Where are they then? 2-1 and Lucidic takes it. Not sure what happened there. But a very good 1v1. Both players looking pretty strong. Chaos Lord level 8. He lost his heretics a lot and they bled him a lot. Lucidic with a pretty awesome build. Autarch, Banshees, Seer Council. Very, very buff heavy Farseer, which is what I like to see. So pretty cool. Good job to both players on a map that not many people like. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.